celebrating liftoff for the defence review, including a new generation of combat aircraft. But there are already warnings the pace of spending will have to increase, with the UK under pressure to agree a rise to 3.5% at a NATO summit this month. The Defence Secretary said Britain was already playing its part.
As the Prime Minister has said, Britain already makes a huge contribution to NATO. We've published a defence review that has NATO at its heart. This is the biggest increase in defence spending since the end of the Cold War. The important thing is how we spend it. And here today we've seen how we can use the innovation to give us the battlefield edge.
Sky News understands that in the building behind me, 3% spending, which is still years away, is seen as a bare minimum. One senior defence source said the UK would have to go higher, or we can no longer call ourselves a leader within NATO. The chair of the Defence Committee said the Trump administration was driving allies to do more and urgently. NATO are already pushing for a 3.5% at least. Do you think the Prime Minister will have to commit to it?
The inexorable push towards it is inevitable, I fear, in that if that is what the US has decided, we do need to realise the gravity of the moment, realise that Russia has transitioned into a war-fighting economy, realise that China and others are also spending huge amounts on defence. We certainly cannot be complacent.
How much will taxes have to go up to pay for defence?
But this is a key question, as the government already faces a backlash over welfare cuts and has promised to increase spending on public services. Inevitably, this means spending cuts or tax rises. How much would the government need to raise?
Getting to 3.5% of national income, obviously relative to today, is even more expensive. It's something like an extra £30 billion a year. We could get away with not having tax increases if the economy starts growing much, much faster than it has over the last 15 years. But if it doesn't, and if the government can't think of other bits of what it's doing that it can stop or really significantly cut, then inevitably we'll have tax rises.
The projects to rearm Britain will take years to complete, but the wrangling over the price tag starts now. Tamara Cohen, Sky News.